Coach One Stack, keeping it a stack. And yeah, I'm just going to give my commentary. And this is on this Diddy thing. Moving forward again, this is about his HIV status. And, I need to play catch up anyway. So it's the weekend. It's going to be random. So I hope people pop in and comment, enjoy yourselves. And let's get into it. Diddy, as things are underway and they're just transpiring. And now everything that was hidden, that was in the dark, it's coming out to the light. And he's transferring his Thelema STD demons in jail. And now there's traces of it, because it is cropping up in his victims is what Coach Stack is going to show us today. So I'm just going to get into it. I'm still eating breakfast. I'll be eating late breakfast today. You guys go ahead and grab a snack. All right, so we're going to get into it. Morona Prophecy 597. And yes, subscribe.
Top of it. It's your boy, Coach One Stack, man. And I got a fresh little video, man. And they're saying that a jail doctor has leaked Diddy's HIV records. And it's been 10 inmates that has come up infected in the penitentiary, y'all. And make sure y'all stay tuned in because I got a video, man, over this whole thing. I've left videos before about the whole Diddy situation.
Me too.
And the type of activity that was going on. And as you know, it goes without saying, there was never any mention of prophylactics. But the thing is, when you get into that penitentiary, that penal system, one of the first things that they're going to do is give you a test for STDs, right? Yeah. Now, once you get tested for these STDs, they're going to know where to put you. Some places they segregate you, but the inmates know and the doctors know. Can you dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got to put you with your kind.
So at the end of the day, now that Diddy is locked up and they have access to a whole load of narcotics, and the things that Diddy liked the most, a whole lot of that BBC is right there in the penitentiary. Because hey, man, y'all saw on the leaked freak-off tape, Diddy freak-off tape, it seemed like he was more focused on Sly Diggler, man, playing with his eggplant than 50 Cent, than Daphne, you know what I'm saying? So y'all tell me how you feel about that. He looked more interested in Sly Diggler than he did Daphne Joy. Let's put it like that. So where Diddy's at right now, man, he's surrounded by it. So the thing is, once you add that alcohol, probably a little bit of narcotic, because he was doing crystal methamphetamine. And I'm here to tell you, man, that type of substance is linked to rainbow activity. Can you dig what I'm saying? But again, I tell you, God, put condoms in the comments. To put condoms in the comments if you feel like when you watch these videos from these people who've been to prison or people that are in prison currently, because they got channels too, you hear about everything sneaking into the jail, cell phones, narcotics, weapons, but you don't never hear them talk about sneaking a condom up in the penitentiary. Can I get an amen on that? So yeah, guys, we're going to get into this video and we're going to see, hey, man, what's really been going on in that penitentiary, man. Got a couple of video clips, but let's get it though.
Big player in the game in terms of, his power and he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo, so that's a real thing? People are actually making his bed?
Yeah.
Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo, so that's a real thing? Say, listen.
Of course it's a real thing. You ain't got nothing to do up in the jailhouse all day but be neat and clean, and the guards come by and check and make sure that your area is cleaned. I remember I did 21 days, you guys, when I was a youngin'. And yeah, you got to make that bed.
Diddy's such a big player in the game in terms of, his power and he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo, so that's a real thing? People are actually making his bed?
Yeah. Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And not so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family.
It was witchcraft. It was transfer of spirits, of course. It was that Baphomet.
Till he died a few years ago.
Looks like Diddy's problems just got a whole lot uglier behind bars. Word is, a jail doctor exposed the results of a medical test that was never supposed to see daylight. And now folks are saying several inmates may have been infected after getting too close to the bad boy Mogul. If this is even halfway true, the situation inside that prison might be messier than anyone imagined. The moment the doors closed behind Sean Diddy Combs at FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey, the assumption was simple. The party lifestyle was finally over. Billionaire mogul, private jets, luxury mansions, all replaced with concrete walls and prison schedules. But word coming out of that facility suggests Diddy's lifestyle didn't slow down. It just moved somewhere darker. According to reports, Diddy is facing a bigger problem, deteriorating health. And the situation has allegedly gotten so serious that medical staff inside the facility have been quietly monitoring an outbreak tied to his circle. And if
Now, they're not lying when they tell you. See what I'm saying? See, you guys are going to talk about, oh, Coach Winstack, oh, it's HIPAA laws. Oh, Coach, that you ain't supposed to tell nobody none of that. Hey, guys, when you go to prison, you need to understand this. You give up all your rights. You're no different than cattle. You know, people got a right to know what's wrong with their cattle before they buy it. You give up all of those rights. You give up your Fourth Amendment, your HIPAA, your all of that. You know, and the inmates know they're in pill call. It's a lot of these celebrities out here suffering, guys. And guys, I want y'all to put in the comments the celebrities who you have seen suffering that are showing signs of all this weight.
They suffering. Let me tell you why they suffering. Because the witchcraft has weared off and all their spells have weared off. And so the witchcraft backfires. It returns to the sender because it is illegal. It is demonic powers working against demonic powers. So what does the word of the Bible say? Satan's kingdom is divided against itself, so it cannot stand. Beelzebub cannot cast out Beelzebub.
Laws and showing signs that they might have something that they can't get rid of since Diddy has been locked up. Hey, let me help y'all out a little bit. Freak Mill. We got Freaky Montana. We got
Freaky
Stevie
Montana.
Gay. Nobody's heard from him.
Who?
We got Freaky Montana. We got Stevie Gay. Nobody's heard from him.
That's a good one. Oh, wait.
Get rid of since Diddy has been locked up. Hey, let me help y'all out a little bit. Freak Mill. We got Freaky Montana.
Freaky
We
Montana.
got Stevie Gay. Nobody's heard from him.
Stevie,
we got TD Cakes. We got
TD
TD Cupcakes. We got Reggae. Man, come on, man. We got your boy, man. The dude just passed away. Damn it, I forgot his name. You know, his sugar daddy that passed away. It's so big. Even Rick Ross was losing weight at a particular time. So I want y'all to put in the comments of the celebrities that you see suffering the most from more than likely this disease because they can't get that scientific care. They can't get that. See, it's a lot.
They all got it. This is a demonic pact, you all. Do you guys understand it? This is a cult. These people are, don't forget, this is the eyes wide shut. This is real eyes wide shut. And you know, we ain't gonna blink twice here. We're gonna just blink once because we know what's going on. The signs, the symbols, the patterns. Yeah.
FDA not approved treatments for certain diseases, but when you was plugged up with Diddy, you was pretty much getting your package, so to speak. And now people can't get that. And they have a whole outbreak in the penitentiary, guys. And like I said, ain't no prophylactic.
Oh, they ain't gonna get it in the penitentiary for sure. I mean, they don't care about the people in the penitentiary. They not even humane to the people in the penitentiary. They not even people to the people in the penitentiary, right? Okay, yeah.
we're keeping it real, Diddy ain't looking greater late, but thinner and grayer, like he's body fighting something. An STD, allegedly.
Yeah. Well, we know that. Oh. Y'all want to see that? Y'all see? They always show us far away pictures. You notice that? Like far. What? We can't see them. I'm not going to speculate. No. You know what I mean? Far back. Like, come on. People got Zoom. People got
now,
Apple
before anybody
14s.
jumps the gun, Diddy ain't admitted yet he is battling with HIV. But the conversation exploded after
What? What'd they say? I just want to hear it again,
Now, before anybody jumps the gun, Diddy ain't admitted yet he is battling with HIV. But But the conversation exploded after reports surfaced that Diddy had recently been transferred to FCI Fort Dix, a federal prison in New Jersey, after tensions and safety concerns reportedly grew inside the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn.
Sean Diddy Combs was transferred to the federal prison at Fort Dix, New Jersey yesterday, where he will start to serve the rest of his 50-month sentence.
Sources claim things got tense in Brooklyn because
where he will start the rest of his demonic contracts, and he will execute them through the Baphomet.
Diddy wasn't exactly blending in quietly with the general population. There were all.
Now, see, and that's the thing, guys. When somebody's locked up and they might have a certain type of disease,
I'm just
or
kidding,
they're a
y'all.
high-profile inmate.
But no, I ain't.
Even the guy Carmelo Anthony that just went to prison. He's a high-profile inmate. That's why they want to get you up out of their system, because at the end of the day, they are responsible for you. So, Diddy, you already know that they was, having the alcohol. They was having a little intimate parties before he got transferred. And that type of behavior has just kept on going. But a person, man, they want to get you up out that facility, because at the end of the day, they are liable for any of this stuff getting passed on. Can you dig what I'm saying? See, a lot of these people that's even tapping these female guards, they got to realize that these guards is really selling it, you dig, to other inmates, and they not strapping up. So you ain't just got to be on no rainbow type activity in the penitentiary to catch this stuff, because
it's a cesspool, just like Trump said, except we're talking about Diddy and the jailhouse.
hey, man, you could be messing with a guard. Can you dig it? Because ain't no prophylactics.
Already rumors floating around that certain inmates weren't happy about his presence, especially those who grew up around the legacies of the notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur, names that still carry serious weight inside prison culture. And word is, Diddy knew that. According to Prison Chatter, he requested a transfer after feeling like the environment around him was getting too dangerous, and it was granted after he was attacked with a knife by another inmate in his cell room. Whether those fears were justified or not is still unclear, but the move to Fort Dix raised eyebrows almost immediately, because that's when the health rumors started getting louder.
And how do you know if this was not a plot, an orchestrated plot by the powers to make it seem like he was not safe and that he needs to come home early? Like, another excuse, but they needed an excuse that would actually stick, to the script. Yeah. About
Several
that?
insiders began claiming that medical staff inside the facility were dealing with something unusual involving inmates who had been spending time around Diddy. The whispers pointed toward a possible STD outbreak circulating among prisoners who were reportedly interacting closely with him. One claim...
And I'm just going to speculate. Let me add my speculation, and I'm just going to give you some food for thought, and I don't care who doesn't like it. I feel like they're setting up the stage in this scenario to take Sean P. Diddy Combs out, right? Because if you look at all of the history, all of the events from, any singer or, somebody, I'll just say singer in the industry, right? The ones that had the tragic deaths of the HIV, right? They let them crash until they burned. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, they hit it for a moment until they used up the celebrity. You know what I mean? And then they let that celebrity transition on out the way that the celebrity wanted to. Like, some celebrities go in silence, some go out doing what they have been doing, like, because they just accepted they got it. Okay, in Sean P. Diddy's case, he is incarcerated, so he is under the power of the power. So, his demonic behavior, has it really stopped, or is it just rumor? I don't know, because they're already defiled and so decrepit, and they don't have the same minds that we have anymore, and they're just overran and overtaken, and like I'm saying, so who's to say? How do you know this is not a plot for this to be the farewell, for this to be the end? Because I predict that he will not make it home, and I've said this before. Let's continue, because when you're dealing with the death cult, it's only 3 ways to get out, and that is the powers, they take you out, or you get that incarceration for life, and or you commit suicide. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just, food for thought. This is the boule. This is this is the brotherhood.
Floating around suggested a prison doctor had privately confirmed that Diddy had been battling a serious infection for years, something that allegedly traces back long before he ever stepped into a jail cell. And if that sounds familiar, it's because Jaguar Wright has been shouting similar accusations for a long time. Jaguar has repeatedly claimed that Diddy had been dealing with HIV for years, and that several people in the entertainment industry were quietly dealing with the consequences.
And that's the thing, guys. Probably back in the, when Magic Johnson came out and had it back in the day, it was a huge shock to the world. We like, man. But, man, you don't even hear Magic Johnson talk about it. So, guys, y'all put in the comments if you guys think.
And you see they still using Michael Johnson. He was still a good slave. He was still a good servant. And they inflicted him with this thorn in his side to keep him under control. Do you understand? And now he is a good servant and he's a good slave and he's living healthy with the virus, the infliction of, because they all have to have a piece of the same thing. They're all into it together. How else can I say this, you guys? When I'm talking spiritual, it's hard to explain. But they have to be connected some type of way. It's like a demonic pact. Do you understand? This is the brotherhood. They're all related now through spiritual blood. Do you understand? So they had to put a thorn in his side. Remember, Satan mimics Christ. Remember how the angel was fighting, I think, was he wrestling with Jacob? And Jacob didn't want to let him go. And then the Lord, which was the angel, he said, I gotta go. You know what I'm trying to say? It's daybreak. And then Jacob was like, I will not let you go. I will not let you go until you bless me. And then the angel of the Lord, it blessed him. It put a thorn in his side. And then it took off and it went home, to be about the Father's business. So I'm just saying. Now, fast forward. Now, modernized times. Satan mimics. And so this is the demonic thorn in Diddy's side to keep him in full compliance. So yes, I believe it's allegedly, and he will go out with this thing. All right.
That even just having HIV or STDs is just a common thing for most people. That people have actually normalized having STDs because there's more of it going around than free water. Can you dig what I'm saying? And it's a whole lot of free water. But this stuff is going around, man. It's been going on.
Could have that opportunity just like everybody else.
I mean, he actually caught HIV, having a lot of women.
Oh yeah, let's just go down the rabbit hole of all of his sins.
I'm just saying.
You want to know what's wild about that though? He faced that head up.
He did.
And he didn't stop doing what he's done.
Because he couldn't stop. Okay, didn't you hear Diddy? Can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Are you guys getting it? It's not even subliminal. It's like common sense now because we have been so, man, you guys, we know this thing we know this thing. We know the patterns now. Can't stop, won't stop. Remember the song Diddy? I can't stop, I won't stop because I work for Satan. Do you guys understand? Okay.
An advocate, now he did that. And
period. Listen to me. He faced that head up. How many dudes is running around undetectable? See?
Come on.
In the game.
Man.
Because I could tell you 20 right now that I could rattle off names.
For a while, most people brushed those statements off as just another wild industry rant. But now, with these prison rumors circulating...
And then, hold on, also, too, you see the stamp of the demonic? It's defile, it's decrepit, it's abomination, and it's filthy, and it's unclean, right? This is Satan's demonic stamp on his victim, his slave. So now, you know who is in the club or who is in the upper room. The ones that are sick and ill with these diseases because they got more sick and dirty deeds to do. Do you understand? Because I want to say, other than the blood sacrifice, of the children, and one of the highest ways to appease and to get things done in the spiritual demonic realm is through sex ritual magic. Do not forget about the Thelema. They are under the Thelema law. These people are do what thou wilt. It is not only Jay-Z. Diddy is under the same thing. Diddy is 33rd degree. What are you guys talking about? And they say it only go up to 32. But yeah, okay. And these people are in alchemy, Santeria, voodoo, a little bit of Palo Mayambe. I mean, it's whatever that they need, okay? So I am going to continue. Hey, how are you doing? I don't have my, oh, okay. At Cozy, God bless you. Okay, welcome in. So here's Diddy at the jailhouse. And yeah, okay. This is it. And this is, you know, I want you guys to have a picture of this. See this group of men here, right? But we're going to take it to the spiritual realm, you know, because I teach deliverance ministry here, right? Now, just think of all these fellas with little haunting, little devilish spirits habitating around them. Like, this is how the entities, this is how the demonic work, okay? Because you know what these people believe in. You know they ain't up to no good. Ain't nobody praying. Ain't nobody doing no good deeds. Everything is evil. It's to steal, kill, and destroy. So, what do you think is harboring and channeling through these folks? Okay, watch and learn.
Folks online are revisiting everything she said, and that's where the story starts pulling in names from Diddy's past. Take the situation involving former adult performer Jonathan Audy back in 2018 when Audy was arrested after a bizarre incident at Trump National Doral. He made claims during interrogation that shocked investigators. According to police footage that later surfaced online, Audy said he had been involved in intimate encounters with Diddy and Cassie Ventura. Audy claimed he was basically told what to do during those situations.
Now, guys, here we go. Now, if you ain't really caught up, this is what people keep forgetting about right here.
Now, I ain't forgot about it. He was the first whistleblower. You know what I'm trying to say? This guy right here, and he had possession, and he was down, and he was convoluted, you know, and his spirit was getting to him. He knew that they tricked him. He probably knew that he wasn't gonna, live out the rest of his life peacefully. He knows that these people had control over him. So his last thing that he probably vowed to do was to tell the truth, like a lot of them do, okay? Because they know that they're gonna be taken out, people. They know they're gonna be taken out. Yes, God bless you.
This is Jonathan Audy. See, people have been forgetting about Jonathan Audy. If you're not familiar with Jonathan Audy got caught, man, the first time Trump was in office, and he was doing some bang bang over at the Capitol, and he found himself in.
And it's not just, okay, let me break this down, okay, and then I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. The reason why I must interrupt is because I'm drawing a point here. I'm giving you context. See what Coach One Stack, he's gonna tell you what happened at the White House with this first initial whistleblower who has been passed around. Look, he's been from the White House all the way to the white parties. You cannot make this up. So they definitely was going to take him out once he had broke the oath, right? So what I'm trying to say is they was doing sex ritual magic up in the White House, and I'm only going to say that once. Yes, way.
Custody, right? But while he was in custody, he
hit a thumbs up in the chat. God bless.
Secret Service, 2 agents, and he was telling them that he was a ex-slave for Diddy, and that he has had intercourse with Diddy on multiple occasions, DJ Khaled and Rick Ross. And he's saying that he caught an STD from Diddy and Cassie. Guys, I don't know if any of this stuff is really starting to be familiar with you, but you go to Diddy.com. I'm gonna be dropping more content about this leading up to it. But Jonathan Audy said it a long time ago. Diddy, if you go look at the paperwork, there are so many men that are lined up that are accusing him of passing on a STD that they can't get rid of. And so y'all tell me in the comments of, if you think it's real.
Coach One Stack, I'm going to tell you something better in the comments, and I want you to check it out. Okay, this one reminds me of Tila Tequila. Who remembers Tila Tequila? Okay, but she was famous. She got famous, doing the orgies. And, first she was just, a regular, person on the net, making a name for herself. But then Hollywood got a whiff of her, and then they tarnished her. And instantly she was at the white parties, y'all. Kayla was at the white parties, you all. And you understand. So I'm saying the indoctrination. You remember the wild stories? She said, yes, that she was having sex with fallen ones. She said that she was having sex with fallen angels. And I told you they put demons into you because they cast spells. They do invocations and they do incantations. And they take, now I'm going to get a little explicit and I'm going to have to, I'm trying to be how I say this. But the body fluids, the semens and, from the orgasms and, okay, I'm trying not to be too graphic. Okay. Remember how Cassie was collecting this from the male sex slave and taking it back? Okay. They're all practicing the same thing. What I'm trying to tell you all is they're harnessing energy. Okay. They're feeding deities. They're feeding gods, and they are putting their intentions into these spells of invocation to these devils to achieve the desires and the status and the dreams of their hearts. And it backfired, okay? It only worked for such amount of time. Now, if you want to test what I'm saying, if it's true, okay? Because they're going to censor this. So share it everywhere. Go look up Aleister Crowley. This is the Thelema law. This is the whole law, okay? This is do what thou wilt, is what they are practicing, and they're getting the victims from wherever they can. And this is where the trafficking comes in. They're rotating these people. All right, let's continue because they're harnessing magic, you guys. This is to rule the world. This is for domination. It has to be this sick because it's at the top.
You think it's fake because obviously he has 125 lawsuits out against him. So obviously these people have went to the doctor and have been confirmed with having STDs, and they're saying they got it from Diddy. You be your own boss.
Describing himself as someone who was brought in to participate in what he called controlled encounters. He also alleged that he ended up contracting.
Control is witchcraft too. So every time you hear that word control, somebody got control over somebody, okay, that is witchcraft. Control is witchcraft because it is against someone's will.
That time.
I was like a sex slave, okay?
Okay.
For them, that's what I was. That's
right.
All right? I called
a casualty. They were gonna use him up and how do you say that when you throw somebody out like trash? Disregard him, you know. And they did just that.
And I came back and I seen him for no reason. Won. But
at the time, most people dismissed his statements as the ramblings of someone in a chaotic situation. But now that footage is being shared again, and people are listening to it differently because Jonathan made these claims even before Diddy got hit with them RICO charges. Then there's the story involving an Instagram model known online as Gina, who came forward years ago saying she believes she contracted HIV after being involved with the celebrity figure.
That's Gina too, I think.
Now, guys, Gina, this is the important
Now, hold on. Nick Cannon was with her, too. They try to shush that under the rug. But I feel like, and this is allegedly, I feel like Nick Cannon is one of them, too. And yes, he's down, and I don't care. Yes, he's took the oath. Yes, he's high up there. He is high ranking also. So he's in the Brotherhood. And this has something to do with all the massive kids that he has. And yes, allegedly, yes, he's done a sacrifice with that youngest baby that he had. Okay, so you have to pay attention to the symbolism, and the mom was mad about that, but she had to hold it in. She couldn't say nothing.
Right here, guys, if you have not looked through my videos, this is Gina 2, Gina TEW, Gina 2, man. I have a video of her, and she claimed that she contracted the virus from Diddy at one of these parties.
Yeah, she was at the party.
If you guys go look at my videos, you're gonna see her, man. It got to the point where Gina 2 caught full-blown AIDS. And they got video of her, man. I mean, she's skinny as I don't know what. She can't control her bowels anymore. And I don't know, they may show it on this video or not. But guys, make sure you stay to them. But that's Gina 2. I want y'all to really line these dots up and understand, man, just look in your own life, who's around you. Ladies, you need to be more worried about your man and his homeboy that he be dealing with, that he hanging out with for hours at a time, not the one.
No, sir. This is completely different from common folk, us watching this and knowing what's going on up in the industry. This is a whole another world. This is a segregated world, separate from regular folk like us, because they separate you. They take you from your family. They take you from your friends. They isolate you. This is why all these celebrities have these islands, because they want to keep you desolate so they can continue to work on you and use you up and MK Ultra you and have you as the worker, be as the slave, working out this magic and achieving these things that they want. Okay, so this is what's going on. And yeah, so this don't apply to us, because this is demonic powers. This is the fallen angels. This is the Nephilim. This is the Area 51, like in Hollywood. It is a whole world, okay? Different world. All right.
That he might talk to on the side from time to time. Can you dig what I'm saying? But listen to Gina too.
Dated. She never named Diddy directly, but internet detectives quickly began drawing connections between her timeline and people within his circle.
So y'all know I've come to terms that I don't know who gave me AIDS or HIV, right? So today I got a message about an interview that I should watch.
Get a thumbs
this
up,
interview
folks.
happened to include a celebrity man that
Your
I
jaw's on the floor.
was sexually with for a few years, and I actually had feelings for this person. And
hold on, she's also talking in code too. I'm sorry, but this is my commentary. I must interrupt because I must let you guys really know what's going on. She was down with the Baphomet. She was down with them orgies. Now, she wasn't, she was nothing to them. She is just a casualty, a slave, right? A sex kitty, right? That they recruited, right? Now, she's thinking she's having fun and, passing, she's thinking that she's interacting with these high celebrities and that they're really taking interest in her, but really they're using her for the satanic agenda, the things, because they need people, they need hosts. You get what I'm trying to say? To commit these acts, to appease these deities for Satan, right? So she's just, they were using her. She was a part of the sex ritual magic, you all, and she did not know. The orgies are all sex ritual magic, okay?
This interview put a very bad light on this person. And I've dealt with cops over this person.
And the deeper you look into Diddy's orbit, the more uncomfortable coincidences start popping up. One of the most frequently mentioned uncomfortable coincidences start popping up. One of the most frequently mentioned, the more uncomfortable coincidences start popping up. One of the most frequently mentioned names in these conversations is Usher. Usher's connection to Diddy goes all the way back to the early 1990s when a teenage Usher moved to New York and spent time living under Diddy's.
And this is a demonic cult, and I can't sugarcoat it no more than what I'm trying to say. This is a death cult, okay, you guys? And what I'm trying to say is it's organized, and these are Luciferians and Satanists. So what I'm trying to say is if you notice the signs and the symbols, think about all the victims at what age that they snatched them up and took them against their will to perform these things. It is a very young age, because this is a Middle Eastern theology. Do you understand? This is like Allah, yes. So they incorporate these things into their practices, and it is all convoluted. It is the cabal. It is the Kabbalah. Do you understand?
Mentorship. In later interviews, Usher described the environment around Diddy during that period as curious.
And guys, for you young heads out there, man, you really need to dig into this Usher stuff, because see, Diddy allegedly gave Usher something at age 12 or 13 and he couldn't get rid of. Usher,
he passed on the torch. He passed on the STD, the sexually transmitted demon. He passed on the entities, through his brother. It is a demonic pact, They're all a part of the circle. So now they're all connected and joined and packed together, and so this is the recourse. This was all spiritual, yes, and it was passed on how do you say it? Through sexual means. You get what I'm trying to say? Because it is the gratification of the deity, the Baphomet, the horned god, Lucifer, the light bearer. How could I say it? The coagula, the transhumanism. Okay, so
when Usher's mother signed over custody of him to Diddy, so Usher could go to
the defilement of sodomy is the induction, the access point.
The Flavor Camp at Diddy's house in New York. Hey, there was an incident where a young 13, 14-year-old Usher had to be rushed to the emergency room for some injuries that he obtained back there, some tearing. So, hey, man, he didn't tear no muscle because, as we know, Usher later on has been sued by a big, beautiful black woman for passing on herpes to her. But Diddy is the contributing factor in this. And right now, man, it's people in the penitentiary saying this stuff is spreading like wildfire, man. What do y'all think in the comments?
And said he would never allow his own children to experience what he saw in those circles.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
In
gonna
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
saying?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge
And I
in
don't have my notes in front of me, but the number 13 represents something, the esoteric, like it represents something, but I don't have my notes in front of me. But yeah, okay.
understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
Those comments seemed harmless at the time, just another artist reflecting on the wild side of the music industry. But years later, Usher himself ended up facing lawsuits from individuals who claimed they had contracted from him. Usher denied wrongdoing, and the legal battles eventually faded from the headlines. But now people online...
And you know what I want to tell you? You see the pattern? I know you're wondering, well, how come they all get convicted of sex or either rape crimes? Because it is sexual ritual magic in the first place. The reason why they're having dealings with these victims who they run across. And what I'm trying to say is Satan's powers, the witchcraft, it wears off. You get what I'm trying to say? So say if you do a ritual to get something from the devil, right? Okay, you're gonna comply, right? And then he's gonna give you the task and or the list what you need to perform the ritual, and then you're gonna perform it, and then you're gonna wait, and then things are gonna go up, right? Okay, in the meantime, though, you still need to be paying homage to that deity. You still need to be feeding that deity. You still need to be working the operation. Okay, nothing's perfect because Satan is crooked anyway. So what I'm trying to say is even if that spell worked, or even if that invocation or whatever you were, the desires of your heart through which you went to the evil one, the reason why you did all the bad that you did anyways, right? I'm trying to say it backfires because it wears off. You know how you go to the dentist and you get numbing shots in your gums for your tooth to get pulled out, and then after 6 or 8 hours that numbness wears off. Okay, that's witchcraft. Do you understand now?
Are revisiting those old lawsuits and wondering whether the connections between certain industry figures might run deeper than anyone realized. Then there's the case of Craig Mack, one of the first artists signed to Bad Boy Records. Craig Mack stepped away from the spotlight years ago and later passed away in 2018 from complications related to HIV.
Craig Mack was the one that jumped Bad Boy off. And I so bad that Craig Mack, who died from AIDS, that man...
It was a sacrifice for his life ultimately, but the first sacrifice was the first ritual was they did a destiny swap, okay? The demonic stole Craig Mack's talents, okay, and transferred them over to Diddy. Diddy did that ritual on Craig Mack, or was performing those satanic things on Craig Mack to steal his destiny, and he did. And the object of the destiny stealing was for Craig Mack's God-giving talents. As you see, he took his song. Now let's continue. And then he took his life. But it was Satan. It was the powers behind. Okay?
And man, he got brainwashed so bad from Diddy and got done so wrong. The man went to South Carolina and joined a cult with his family until he died a few years ago.
At the time,
I see, I was gonna bring y'all that, but hey, man, you know, they used my video. So shout out to them for using my video in this. But yeah, you know, I've been covering this from day one. If you don't know about Craig Mack, man, he was the first bad boy artist. And how did he get it? Hey, man, from groupies at parties dealing with Diddy, it was getting passed along. But man, especially in the 90s, man.
Okay, and we know that. Okay, he was the actual vessel, right? But what I'm trying to say, it was demonically inspired. It was orchestrated. Think of the patterns. Remember Eazy-E? Eazy-E didn't do none of that, and all of a sudden he came up with it. Okay, injection, right? Okay, who was bragging about it and saying, letting us know, but wasn't telling us who done it, was Suge Knight. Suge Knight said, and or you can get it. You know what Suge Knight said about that needle and being injected. How did he know? Is Suge Knight a prophet? No. He was a brother in the brotherhood. These people are boule. These people are demonic. These people got demonic tasks to do, and the powers that be run this, and they are the ones who are doing these things. Okay, you don't remember Whoa Vicky, how she say that in LA when she used to go out to the clubs with her friends, you would go to some holes in the spots and they want to take your blood, like they would want to take a prick of your blood. What? Now come on, if you don't know something is, man,
And people was raw dogging everything. But Craig Mack joined a cult in South Carolina, in which
he was already in a cult, sir. He was in a death cult in Hollywood, so it wasn't too far-fetched. They probably leaded him over there. Do you know they don't let you go once they get you? It's not that easy. You can't run away unless you find Christ and Christ get you out, but you still got to work out your own salvation. So what I'm trying to say is, it's just like Scientology. It's just like, what was the one actor name? The lady name, you know, she got out, but they was always following her. She always watching her back. She's still watching her back to this day because they got scouts out. They got henchmen out, but they're supernatural. They're spiritual. They're invisible. You cannot see the powers working behind y'all. This is the real Men in Black.
that cult leader right now of the cult he joined in South Carolina is currently doing time in prison for doing what? Messing with them underage little ones. Hey man, go figure. It's a crazy world we live in. But let's finish this video.
His death was treated as a tragic but isolated situation. Now, some conspiracy-minded corners of the internet are trying to connect that moment back to Diddy's circle, questioning whether Mac's departure from the music industry was tied to something he witnessed behind the scenes. Even Kim Porter passing, now being questioned. Folks who claim to have seen her real autopsy report say Kim was HIV positive before she died. And it's not just the past that's raising eyebrows. Inside Fort Dix, the prison rumors have taken on a life of their own. Several reports claim that Diddy has quickly built influence among certain inmates. Despite being a new arrival, some prisoners allegedly see him as a celebrity figure even behind bars. And that attention has created what people inside the facility are describing as groups. According to those stories, some inmates have been competing for the chance to help him with basic daily tasks, things like making his bed or running errands inside the unit.
Hey, listen, Diddy's such a big player in the game in terms of, you know, his
Because they're starstruck. It is idolism.
power and
It is Baal worship.
he's that guy even in jail. Dudes are getting jealous at other dudes based on who made his bed. And I'm like, yo,
So that's a real thing? People are actually making his bed?
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They also saying that Diddy, he got inmates in jail making his bed. You heard about that?
Bro, I'm gonna say it like this.
Of course, if me and you go to jail, and just me and you, we common folk, and you got clout, we can get somebody to make our bed too. What is he talking about? Like, why is they wooed and wowed over this?
Puff gonna be okay. Puff got money. Puff got hands. And all he really needs is 2 or 3 shot callers up on him. And Puff gonna become a shot caller because Puff been employing it from the prison system for damn near 30 years, 25 years, and it ain't nothing to make calls to make sure he okay.
That kind of attention can create strange power dynamics in prison environments. And if the health rumors floating around the facility are even partially accurate, it could explain why medical staff are reportedly paying close attention to who has been interacting with him. And that's where the story circles back to the central question people keep asking online. If the rumors about his health are true, how long has this situation actually been unfolding? Was it something that started inside prison, or was it something that had already been following him for years inside the entertainment world? Drop your...
And see, that's something right there, man, that I got to talk about. Do some of y'all think that it happened since he got to prison? Or do you think that this is something he was dealing with on the outside? Because, I mean, there sure is a lot of... Guys, y'all drop in the comments, man. I'm not trying to sway you. I just really want to know. Y'all don't notice that everybody around him has a STD that he done dealt with or passed away from one?
Because he is, man, I told y'all, it's induction through the Baphomet. Satan is using him. I told y'all, like, he is the one, okay? This is Lucifer, okay? So I'm telling y'all better go back to the fallen angels. Azaziel, the scapegoat. Diddy is the scapegoat. He will go down. Diddy is the one who brought down Hollywood. Diddy, hear me out, and you heard it here first like this. Sean P. Diddy Combs is Azaziel, the scapegoat, right? Okay, he serves Lucifer, all right? And he serves Baphomet, right? And Horus, and Ra, and there's many others, but I'm not going to get into that. Just hear me out. So what I'm trying to say is, he is the inductor. Like, he is the one elected, okay, in this hierarchy, this level up in the demonic kingdom. Like, they have established him. They have granted him king in the demonic realm. Do you understand? He has a status. He has a rank. Do you understand? And his position is to induct. You only can come through him. And your mark is the sexual transmitted demon, Baphomet style. Sodomy is through. That is the way. That is the way. That is the rite of passage.
Or is suffering from one, and you don't think he has it? And now we got these people in prison because here's the thing. He's a man just like me. I wake up just like this every day, and he wakes up like this every day. And believe me, he need to get that feeling. And the only other feeling he gonna get is from another man in prison. And like I said, ain't no prophylactics. That's not one. The only time you heard about a prophylactic being used in a Diddy case was maybe once or twice with the different escorts when he was dealing with Daphne and Cassie, Daphne and Cassie. But that's the, those were one sets apart. Those are the hotel parties. We talking about the freak off parties at his house. Guy, it wasn't no strapping up. Everything was raw dog around that joint. Matter of fact, they say having an STD was a rite of passage. But hey, man,
okay, now confirm. Boom. What did I just say? Listen.
Raw dog around that joint. Matter of fact, they say having an STD was a rite of passage. But hey, man, go ahead, man, like and subscribe to the channel and leave your opinions on that. And I will be covering the Tupac trial out here in Las Vegas.
Well, so what y'all think? Make sure you guys hit a thumbs up and you guys support the channel. Make sure you guys check out my playlist, Everything Entertainment. The videos, I got some for everybody. You guys can go watch. I have a whole Diddy compilation. If there's still people on, I might just add a Diddy video right now just to show you, to conclude with this video, since it is related, is in correlation. Just, so you guys subscribe and let me think that I'm going to do that. And thank you, Coach One Stack. That was a great video. Now, without further ado, hold on. I'm going to give you guys a whammy because it is the weekend and I'm late. I'm trying to play catch up, on all of my reaction videos. So you see, it ain't even no title, y'all. It ain't even no hashtag. But YouTube, you know what to do with it. All right, so hold on, y'all, because I'm going to I'm going to make it worth you guys' while. Okay, so hold on. Now let's go here. And, you know, I'm going to let my fingers do the walking. Now, videos I got. Now, come on now. Come on. Don't sleep. I'm going to find you guys a Diddy one. I got like 6 Diddy videos, but I gotta find you a good one that's telling you all the information. You get what I'm trying to say? So bear with me. Okay, I'm your DJ for right now. And it is 12:20 p.m. Today is Saturday, August 1st. And God bless everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for being pleasant, for being adults about the situation. And you guys can comment, like, share down below, say hello to each other in the chat. But you see these videos, okay? Now, I got to find a good one for you. Hold on. It got to be a Diddy one because, yeah. So, let me see. Let me see. Bear with me, folks. Because I got to show y'all a good one. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, it got to be good. Let me see. Because y'all got to understand. We getting closer. Hold on. Bear with me. Y'all see all those videos? These are in the regular videos. When you click on my channel and you say videos, man, just watch and see. Let me see. That's a TD Jakes one. I don't, yeah, I made a video on TD Jakes too. All right. So maybe I should play this one. See this one right here? I know you guys saw this one before, but it's new people flying up in here, and this one really just shows about the witchcraft. So let me make sure this is the correct one. But see, it's the one with my arrow right there. Let me just check out something to verify right fast. Oh, okay. Should you guys watch this one? I don't know. Now I'm torn. It is 2. Is this the same one? Okay. Y'all, I'm undecided, but, do you guys want to watch this one? Is somebody, are you guys interacting? Are you guys engaged? All right. I think I'm going to give you guys this one. Let me see how long this one is. This one is, how long is it? Let me see how many minutes. Oh, does it tell me? Let me see. Okay. So that one's 13. Hold on. Let me check the other one right fast. And then what is this one? 17. Okay. So I think I want to give you guys this one first, okay? Here we go. Without further ado.
Hey. All right, y'all ready? This is Saturday.
Hold on.
It's another throwback Saturday. And we got another. We need to iterate. It ain't gonna tarry too long. We love Jesus. Come on, let's get into it.
I hope y'all can see. Hold on. Okay, better.
No one expected the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? I'm real.
Bear with me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Wait, is it for real this time? You got to be. You lying. 1st and 10, do it again. Fight.
Touchdown. Diddy, you punk.
Happening as we speak in both LA and Miami Beach at the homes of Sean Diddy Combs. You know him as Diddy, formerly Puff Daddy, big-time rapper, big-time producer, big-time superstar, and now the feds at his houses in both locations. This is a live look right now. On the left, that's West Coast, that's LA. On the right, that's Miami Beach you're looking at. I want to show you just the last couple of minutes.
Keep watching,
in LA,
folks.
Agents holding what look to be guns as they walk into the home, as they enter the home, and you can see some of the apparatus there that they've brought. I want to get to Danny Griffin, who is following this.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Gotcha, bitch.
Well, it's official now. He got to level up, Diddy. Okay, well, so y'all hear the news. Diddy, he has been arrested, aka Puff Daddy, aka Daddy Love. And so they said now that he's on suicide watch. But we knew that this was gonna happen because remember what I told you. I'll tell you in a minute. But at the same time, Sean Diddy Combs is detained at Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, okay? And this is just what they have been calling behind bars at hell on earth. Prison, I guess. Let me rephrase that. Hell on earth, prison? You know, him being in prison is hell on earth is what they are saying. So he's charged with sex trafficking and racketeering, and he also spent his first night behind bars inside this facility. And those are just some of the official initial charges that are set in stone as of today, you know, that we know for a fact. There are many more charges not mentioned as of yet. But on to say, okay, you know, me speaking from the spiritual side, the Jesus Christ side, you guys already know, come on. And I do have sympathy. I do feel bad. I feel bad for all parties involved, the ones who are subjected to these things, the ones who were inflicted with this pain and this horror and this trauma and these demons and this occultism, this Luciferianism, because this is what this is. And yes, this indoctrination. And it's, you know, it's sad all the way around, because the same things that P. Diddy has done to others, they have done to him. And then the people who have done it to him, subscribe to the thumbs up. Just familiar spits. They got it from somewhere. Okay, so it's a brotherhood, and he is in it because he is a Hollywood star, and he is a famous, filthy, rich star, y'all. I'm talking about he's a high star. I'm talking about spiritually and physically. So they need this slave, you know, and he's going down, but I just don't believe it yet. He's not going fully down. His hands is in Jesus' hands, but it's really in Lucifer's hands, because that is his daddy. You know, like Orlando Brown says his daddy, that's what he's talking about. Satan is his father. He says it, yes.
Okay. God did, and then God did, and this gonna keep talking, but it be like, God did, and then we switch as witches. It's good witches and bad witches. I'm not. Which one are you? Which one are you? I can be both. Yeah. My mother is Satan. My father is Lucifer. I choose for witches to shut down.
Same thing. Satan, Lucifer, has been P. Diddy's daddy for a long time, because he's an occult, y'all, and they have tortured this man and made this man do things in magic with indoctrination and spells, incantations over his music. I kid you not. I'm telling you, voodoo, hoodoo, all of this is involved, and he's using everything that he got, I bet you right now. Well, he's incarcerated now, but I'm saying the powers that be, the workers over him, because it's power and money invested into this man. It's like a domino effect, okay? Remember I told you that it's a hierarchy, so they're doing everything in their power to scratch themselves out of the equation, but it's an entanglement, okay? Furthermore, on to say, you know, me meditating on this situation, it makes me ill. And I mean, literally. And I mean, not even by the acts that this man has committed. I'm talking about the fact that try to imagine yourself in his shoes, knowing what you have done for the last at least 30 years. And you are a Satanist and Luciferian, and you are in the dark occult, and okay, you are in Hollywood, and this is normalized, so you're isolated from the public like you and I, you know, but then you are amongst, you know, brothers and thieves in your community, because you have been put on a pedestal. You have grown through the Black Boule, the Freemasons, who has got you to that higher degree. You see what I'm saying? The dreams of the great architect. You have accomplished those deep, dark Aleister crawly things. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. This demon, yes, he had
Channeling Aleister Crowley.
accomplished Aleister Crowley, do what thou wilt. Jay-Z is not the only one. I mean, they're coming for him next, right? That's what everybody's saying. Okay, but back to Diddy. It's sad because this is what money does. See, this is what money does. Fame and fortune, y'all. A demon came to Diddy too.
It is written again, you shall not, A, tempt the Lord your God. 8 again, the devil took him up on an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. 9, and he said to him, all these things I will give you if you will fall down and worship me.
Need I say more? Yes, I do. I digress. And Gabe he offered him his desire. Somebody came to Diddy when Diddy was young because he was motivated. He was driven. He was normal. He was just like you and I. He wasn't demonized. He wasn't indoctrinated. He didn't have Lucifer in his heart as his daddy. You get what I'm trying to say? He was not adopted into Satan's kingdom itself. He was just normal like us. He was, I don't say that he was Christian, but that deceit wasn't in his heart yet. He was just driven by, he needed to get out amongst poverty. So that's why I said, come on, y'all, put yourself in his shoes in the beginning. Not now. You can take yourself. Wake up, class. You know how you go to a shrink and what is that when they lay you on the couch and they hypnotize you? Don't do that, by the way. Okay, that's against God. That's against Jesus Christ. Do not do that. But hypnotism or whatever. I want you to come back out of that. Let's fast forward and continue. So on to say, when he was young, he was just like us. And so, most of us grew up in poverty. Most of us are still in poverty and are making at least between $35,000 a year and up. And that's still below poverty line. I know out here in California, that's still, okay? So we're still striving each and every day. That's why we need Jesus. Our daily bread. Read that scripture, your daily bread. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the power, kingdom, and glory.
The kingdom,
forever.
power, and glory forever.
Okay.
Amen.
On the say. So we need to say those things because it is power on our behalf to the Most High, because Jesus Christ, Yahweh, he is spiritual, right? You're a spiritual being. This is just skin that we have on, inhabiting a spirit that is connected to our soul that belongs to Jesus Christ. So in actuality, we use the terminology, the slang, we sell our soul. But our soul does not belong to us. It belongs to our Maker, because he is the one who laid down, and he was the one who was, brought, sent down into a man to relate to us and walk the walk. And he died, to bring us to him, to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. Sin, the sin of the world. He took the sin of the world. Okay, and he died. He was resurrected in 3 days. Yes. Okay, so we are saved. You're saved if you believe that. Amen. You're saved right now if you believe that. Amen. So on the say, though, when you get into Hollywood and you go through these doors, you have to renounce and denounce the one true and living God. They don't care who else you come in there serving. You hear me? You understand me? But that one God, that one God they're against, you all, is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jesus Christ. Now, ain't that something? So you know who the true God is. Whether you are brought up in another tradition, I'm not coming against anybody, so don't come for me. I'm just telling you the truth. The one true, monotheistic, the one true living God is Jesus Christ. So on the set, they make you renounce and denounce that. So he renounced and denounced that a long time ago. You have to go back to the timeline. You have to look at his history. And most of us don't find God until we halfway dead anyway. And guess what? Confess and repent and turn your life to the Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm cutting this program immediately, abruptly short. And this is More on the Prophecy. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I love you and God bless you. And stay away from Hollywood. Peace. I will be back. I'ma just keep it real. Most of us don't come to the enlightenment. All right, so hold on. God bless you. I think that I'll give you guys one more. You know, since like I wasn't available last night. let me do some makeup, right? So y'all see that one Sean P. Diddy video, right? So now, and you guys seen them before, but it's so much like new people that come in, on the channel to where I like to repeat it when I'm doing a Diddy video. So this is a reaction based on Coach One Stat, and so I'm including my videos because I've made many videos too. So hold on, let's get to it. I got one more to add to this, and then we'll cut this live. And I just want to say I thank you guys. God bless you guys, everyone, whatever walk of life that you came in from. I just want to say God bless you, and thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure you hit a thumbs up because I'm going against the current. Do you guys understand? This is hard, right? This is hard, right? It's hard competing on the YouTube streets. All right? So, you guys got to help me out. I'm asking for a thumbs up. Okay? To spread the message. You can share my video. You won't get in trouble for it. Or, how people be tripping. No, share this. Share it, please. Okay? So, I'm finding the video as we speak. It is one more. And you guys seen the wheat and tear before too, but I'm just like, I just really don't know which one to give you guys. So hold on. It's one right here, but I don't know how long is this one? That one's 15. Okay, the aftermath. See, some of the videos, they're so long ago, you guys, I don't even know, like, I'm trying to remember the context. I'm looking at this one right here, and I'm just like, okay, what was in that one? Because I want to give you a good one, right? So hold on. I'm like, man, let me give you guys a good one. I should be looking through my playlist, like, instead of this way. But I figure it's bigger, to where I could read it. So let me see. Is this one the same one as this one? That one's 15. Let me see. That one's 17. Hold on, y'all. Which one's different? Let me see. I don't know. Did we see this one already? Oh, man. Okay. So I'm going to play this one, but we're just going to see. Okay, folks? All right. I hope I'm not playing the wrong one is what I'm saying. You can like, share, and subscribe now. Right. I know. Is it clear? It looked like my screen is like dirty. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry, okay? Looked like it was dirty.
I just want to let you guys know that don't forget that Puff Daddy, Diddy the Diddler.
Oh, this is a good one.
AKA Love, Mr. Love, all right? He is a high-ranking warlock. He is a witch, okay? He is a druid. He is a gatekeeper, but he's higher than a gatekeeper, y'all. He is a high-ranking warlock, a witch for the Illuminati. Okay? It's a sect off, a branch off in the secret society. Okay? Diddy is a Freemason. He is in the Black Boule. Okay? And there are rituals and sacrifices that this man has to do, and he has done them all. Sean Combs has done everything under the sun from the beginning to the end. He's done the gay rituals. He's a gay man. He is the puppet for the Illuminati. He was Clive Davis's boyfriend. You know, he was indoctrinated by Clive Davis and them. He was indoctrinated into the secret society. Fallen angels, principalities, and the rulers that are not of this world are reigning over these stars and celebrities. He's been groomed. He's been taken over by the fallen ones, and this has been from the beginning. This man has drunk blood. This man has had sex, allegedly, I'm just going to say allegedly, and say kids. I believe he's done the rituals with the human flesh, eating, you know, kids, the adrenochrome. He's done everything. He has done everything. Spirit cooking. Okay, it's not only Jay-Z, even though Jay-Z's higher, he's still in the background with Clive Davis and Marina Popovich and all of them. They're all under Aleister Crowley and the Baphomet. Okay? So let's not forget. So I wanted to say, because I heard, you know, it's already been put out there. It's only 3 ways to get out. One is suicide. The other is jail. Or the other is they murder him. So he's gonna go out one of those ways because the devil has came to collect. And the devil don't play fair. And the devil will give you things and then he'll take it all back. He'll let you get to the top. And then he'll have to go to God, you know, Yahweh, which is, you know, Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior. We're not going to get into this. You know, Christians, we're monotheistic, so it's one God. So the Trinity, if you don't understand the Trinity, I'm not going to explain that to you right now. In the Holy Spirit, and the Son at the right hand, okay? But back on this demonic, satanistic subject. He's a Luciferian. They practice Kabbalah. This is all the OTO, the Knights Templar. This goes deep. The 33-degree Masons. He's done all of it. He's into magic, y'all. This man is into Santeria, the black arts. I'm telling you. It's very, very deep and demonic. They have to eat feces. I'm pretty sure he has made others eat feces, just like R. Kelly when he had them girls hostage up in them hotel rooms, and they said he was making them eat feces. Don't forget, okay, R. Kelly ain't nothing compared to. See, you already just seen the glimpse of what was happening to Cassie. Okay, what about the people that didn't speak out? What about the men that he groomed and he done such horrible things to them? That with all the money in the world, they would not come forward. Think about the ones in the past that already committed suicide and killed themselves. It's some, you can look it up. I forgot their name, but they all got to come through P. Diddy. They all got to come through Sean Puffy Combs. See, Diddy has been in the industry at least 30 years. The first 10 years, that's when you begin. The first 5 years, you know, you got to show yourself. You got to get into something. You got to initiate into something. So that's where the Black Boule come in at. Then after that, going
Let us begin.
on the 10th year. You know, you got your deals, you're grossing all the money. You're now, it's like the Hunger Games. Now you are sent out there as a slave to go capture more slaves for the higher ups, for the elites, and then they're adding all this money. It's like Scientology also. You work for them now. Everything you get is going to them. Nothing, you really don't own not one thing. The black card. You really don't own not one thing. Okay, they say, oh, he has property in his mom's name. Yeah, he's separated. They gave him some income. If you're worth $1 billion, okay, you're going to get some millions. Okay, but do you know how many lives he actually had to sacrifice? People he had to kill that you haven't even heard of, that you will never hear of, because they got them underground bunkers, they got them tunnels. And what I'm trying to say is this is bigger than P. Diddy. This is trickling over to the politicians, the elites, the L gods, L gods, these elites, these politicians that are seeking this power from the fallen angels, this hidden knowledge. This all goes back to the book of Enoch, Genesis in the beginning. I think it's, all I know is you need to read Genesis 1 through 6, or either the first chapter of Genesis through the third chapter. But it's about the fallen ones, the fallen angels, the Nephilim. They're here, y'all. Okay, Satan, Lucifer. Okay, Satan was a cherubim, y'all. Lucifer was a cherubim, and then he fell. And then that's how he became Satan. I keep on reminding y'all. So that's why these stars, you get it? The star, the 5-pointed star, the stars are connected to the planets up above. Just like in Greek mythology. I'm going all in a circle, but the people that are enlightened, that are woke, you guys will get this. And I'm talking about not with no new age stuff. I'm talking with Jesus Christ. He has told me all of this. See, you don't have to go to the little deities, to these demigods, to seek the real, true, and hidden knowledge. The Lord said, come seek him out, and he will tell you hidden and secret things that you do not know. Okay, Jeremiah 33:3, Isaiah 55, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, just read. But now, let's continue. So yeah, knowing that you know how the beginning, how it started, how creation started, because they indoctrinate you. You know what they do? They indoctrinate you into a whole nother understanding, to a whole nother theology, you know? And it's wrong, it's false. You know, they're under their father, and Satan is the father of lies. So the whole indoctrination, once you get into the industry, that's why these stars, they be confused. And they be trying to come out, and then they talk about Jesus for a minute, because they know Jesus is a real, true, living God, but they don't know how to get to them. And then half of them, let me tell you, when you become a Freemason, or when you get indoctrinated into these occults, because the Illuminati ain't nothing but a death cult. Hollywood is nothing but a death cult. I told you guys from the beginning, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, when these people go looking for fame and for riches and for monetary value, okay, they have to cut off Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, literally. Like, they'll have the Holy Bible, they'll have the Quran, and they'll have, I think, another Bible, okay? And that's probably the Masonic Bible. And they will begin their rituals. They will make you renounce and denounce the true and living God, put a sword up to you, blindfold you, and then they will say these spells over you. And so what you're doing is you're automatically, spiritually cutting off your lifeline. The soul of yours still belongs to the Lord Jesus Christ, but then now you are distant because of the abomination. Okay, you are a holy temple of God. So, you have a spiritual connection. Have you ever heard of the silver cord? When Jesus, or when when Jesus cuts that silver cord, your lifeline, your bloodline, you die. You die. Okay? So, being with these people not having Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior already, and they're seeking out these things, when they go into these secret societies, these witches and warlocks get information directly from Satan, and they already know what to do. It's already planned out. These things are already written out. These sigils, vigils, hexes and vexes and spells and incantations and all of these things, they're ancient, folks. They're ancient. These witches and warlocks know exactly what to do because they have sought out these deities, and these deities are giving them this information firsthand. Okay? So it's millions of demons and spirits, and they're all in rank. They're all in hierarchy. There's a hierarchy, just like you see the Masonic pyramid, and then they show you how to get from the top to the bottom, but even when you get to the top, it's so secret, you don't even know if you're really at the top or not. It just keeps on going on. Okay, same thing with the demonic hierarchy. That's where they get it from. I mean, because it's spiritual first. Satan has a hierarchy. Okay, he's the head. He's at the top. In the demonic, kingdom, just like our Lord Jesus Christ, in the heavenly kingdom, he is the hierarchy. He is the head. Okay? So there is principalities and regions and powers in control that this secret society has already tapped into for centuries now. Now, y'all remember the Illuminati was founded in, I believe it was either 1778 or 1772. But it was the Weishaupt dude.
1776, Adam Weishaupt. He founded the Illuminati.
Last name Weishaupt. Okay, he was the founder of the Illuminati. It was in the it was in the 1700s. But on the say, and you remember the demon Azazel, he is the one who introduced cosmetics, war, but the hidden knowledge, the information, passed it on to humanity. And he wasn't supposed to do that. So he was the scapegoat, and he is chained in the bottomless pit of hell, in a certain area, I believe between Tartarus and Gehenna. Okay? He's chained down there for a time. But these things, these beings still have power because of the vibration, the electricity. The lower you go, the more farther you get away from God, your spirit, your vibration, your energy, it goes to Satan. Like, it's just automatic. This is how it works. This is how the operation, how it is. Spiritual realm. The higher your vibration is, your frequency, your energy level, holy, you're not sinning, the less sin you have, the higher you can reach our God, which is the Lord Jesus Christ. Yahweh, Yeshua, the God of creation, of existence, the real true God, Jesus Christ, the real morning star. Satan mimics everything. Everything that is the mimic in the demonic world, in the hierarchy, to gain homage and favor and to please these deities, because when you stop pleasing them, they get angry and they get mad and they want to take your life. So it's an ongoing cycle.
All right. So, yes. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe for more content like this at Morona Prophecy 597. I can't do it without you. Yes, you see all my equipment is homemade, but we're making it. We just want the truth, right? And I want to make sure that it's factual, allegedly, and that it's entertaining, all right? Because I don't want the truth to be boring, and I don't want it to scare you. I just want to set the captives free. Now, I see people still up in here, huh? Y'all want to see another one? Y'all want to see Oprah? Look, I got an Oprah one too. Oprah, I'm on to you. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. And about good old Oprah. Let me see. Oprah, I got you too. All right, let me see. I guess we could add Oprah to this. She's a part of the crew. She's an Eastern star, All right, so let's look for good old rich Oprah. All right, Oprah, we miss you. Come on, Oprah, where you at? Where you at, Harpo? All right, let's see. She's somewhere around here. We're getting closer. Warmer. Warmer. All right. Y'all see all the videos I got. I'll keep you entertained with the truth. Don't y'all want to be entertained with the truth? That's the best thing. Well, you watch something good and it was all true. Allegedly, okay? Now, hold on. We're getting closer. Oprah, is you down here? Let me see. Oprah. Where you at, Oprah? Oh, I found it. There she goes. See that right there? See that? All right. Here we go. Oprah, here we go. Hold on. That's me. Sorry. Okay. Hold on, guys. That's me.
For people.
Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't even started off right, huh? Okay. Is that the beginning?
It's dirty and raggedy, but come on in.
Here we go. God bless you guys. Thank you. Yeah, Oprah, where are you?
Oprah Winfrey has been tied to so many awful people.
Yeah.
And the things that she's done throughout the years.
So wait, hold up, y'all. Do you think that she's guilty? Of course. I know that you all agree that she's guilty. But how guilty is she? Well, first of all, let's take a look. Oprah, she's a L god. She is a
Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, she is the highest of one of the highest. How did she get there? How long has she been reigning in Hollywood? Remember the original Oprah Winfrey Show? You get a car, and you get a car.
I've only been in service to certain people.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes.
Do you know? So that wasn't quite clear to me. Or is she meaning that, okay, somebody tried to have her legally represent them on a tape that they had that they wanted to distribute. I can't get it out, but y'all know what I'm trying to. They wanted her, because as legal representation or authorization, because she's a lawyer, and she didn't give in, or she said no, she turned it down. But she's telling us.
Know who it is, and I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is.
You attend any of P. Diddy's parties? Were you involved in any of the freak-out? Oprah, happy birthday.
The bright lights of Hollywood can distract you from the darkness that often lurks behind the scenes.
Now, don't forget, this is the Hunger Games, okay? This is real life medieval. This is really ancient things going on here, okay? So let's take a step back. Okay, so this is like the P. Diddy set the domino effect, and now everyone has to play chess. You feel me? Not checkers, but chess. You got to make direct and you got to make correct moves. You got to know when to get out, because everybody can get it. Anybody can get it in a certain hierarchy. Remember, these people are off into groups, these people are off into clubs, and it is certain levels that which gives them a stature. And then this is crazy, y'all. This is just so demonic.
Today we're diving into one of the most shocking revelations in recent times, a secret Hollywood deal involving a sex tape that's been kept under wraps for years, and what makes it even more jaw-dropping. According to attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd,
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Remember back in the day when we wasn't woke? We thought everything was good, y'all. We watched these people and we was like, yeah. You know, we wanted more, and everything was just good. You couldn't say nothing bad about nobody. Or you couldn't even fathom the things that they are saying about these people's lives because, you know, everybody got their own life to live, right? Mind your own business, right? But when you figure out that these stars, these fallen stars, these celebrities, it is not based on talent. It is based on the objection of the body, the soul. And that's what's so crazy about it. Everything of our whole mind frame is blown, y'all. What we thought was good is just not good. It's the opposite. It's bad. It's duality. These people have claimed to find the hidden knowledge to life. You know, the just everything that the way a man should be, a human king or a God should be here on earth. That's their belief. That is their mind frame. Don't you get it? They have a blueprint. They're following their daddy, Lucifer. They're following Satan. Didn't Lucifer fall because he wanted to be God. He wanted to be more than his creator. But he was the creature. You get what I'm saying? History is repeating itself, folks.
Kid, this tape features none other than Sean Diddy Combs and possibly Oprah Winfrey. Yes, you heard that right. Stay tuned for all the details as we unravel this hidden scandal that no one wants you to know about. Started when attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd made an appearance on News Nation. In a bombshell interview.
And I already told y'all that they all have sex with each other. Yes, they do, okay? They even have babies in baby breeders within the cult. And you will never know. They just keep on having babies for the rituals and for the organs and for the detestable things. I'm telling you some things I can't even say on here that they do. Yes, they have this nasty sex, and it's for power. It's for power to appease the deities, to call the deities down, these fertility gods. For real, man. I'm going to say their names one time, but look at the cold picture. Okay, Nick Cannon, Elon Musk, and then Beyonce.
Interview with Laura Ingle, she claimed that 3 separate tapes involving Diddy and other A-list celebrities exist, and these tapes are being quietly traded among Hollywood elites for millions of dollars. In her interviews, Ariel Mitchell-Kidd explained that the tapes were part of a catch and kill operation, a term used to describe when compromising material is acquired, not to be released, but to be buried. This tactic is often used to protect high-profile individuals from scandals.
Now, this catch and kill thing is a real thing. It's the tabloids, you all. It is to stop the media. Like, because the media runs the world, the narrative on the world, what we receive in our mind, what we think causes reactions on what we do, our daily life, right? So the tabloids.
Mitchell-Kidd mentioned that she was contacted to assist in brokering a deal, but declined the offer, describing how this footage was surreptitiously recorded without the participants' knowledge. For those unfamiliar with Ariel Mitchell-Kidd, she's no stranger to high-profile cases. She previously represented Adria English, who accused Diddy of sex trafficking and has been at the forefront of several legal battles involving celebrities and misconduct. However, this latest revelation may just be her most explosive yet. But let's pause for a moment and ask ourselves, how did Oprah's name even get tied into this? And more importantly, how is it possible that a video like this could exist without the public finding out Oprah Winfrey and Diddy have both built empires becoming household names, and each has faced their share of controversies, but never before have their paths crossed in such a disturbing manner.
Breaking news. No one ever expected Oprah to get in these troubles because of Diddy. But here we are. If you haven't heard, people are starting to link Oprah Winfrey's name to Diddy's shocking sex trafficking scandal and wild parties. After years of being America.
She was the madam.
beloved media icon, the innocent star who always helped those in need through her charities. Whispers are now growing that she might have been closer to
Do
Diddy's
y'all
dark.
really want to know who's at the top? Who's at the top? Okay, I'll tell you who's at the top. A machine. A machine is at the top. The 666 is at the top. And he doesn't care about feelings. He doesn't care about nothing that concerns nothing about human empathy, anything to do with feelings, emotion, love, or anything.
This moment, Oprah Winfrey must go down with Diddy. Why? Because she's been friends with him for over 2 decades. And also, Oprah was friends with Harvey Weinstein.
Well, she's definitely a witch, and I want to know what type of ritual magic that they've done. I want to know what all is in Oprah's dirty drawers that she has done, because she has to have been a ritualistic like prostitute, I want to say, because she's a high-ranking witch, and so they wield certain powers, and I know that's why she went to Africa with those kids. That was just a facade, although she used those kids in rituals, I believe. Yes, some sacrifices. I don't know, human. I'm just saying, to make some things happen for the principalities, because she is a big factor. Do you understand? She is in the Illuminati. Do you get it now? So, their demonic power, the residue, it matters in the spiritual realm. They get things done. Remember, like Azealia Banks said, something about witches, they get things done. Yeah, they do. So, but it also falls back on you, though. Okay? And this is an example of falling back on you, that the net that you have hidden, the trap that you had hidden for others, you actually have fallen into that pit, into that net, the cauldron pot. And I believe these people are running. I believe these people are buying off, selling their stocks and trades and whatever you call these things. But I believe that these things are, I believe that this lady has done a lot spiritually. Roots, some Santeria, things of that nature, some hoodoo, some voodoo, some hexes and vexes. I believe, yes, I'm telling you.
Did you know this? You want to know who the first person was to call Oprah? My insiders are telling me. I'm sorry, do you know who the first person was to call Harvey Weinstein? Oprah.
This isn't Oprah's first time being associated with scandal. She's faced harsh criticism over the years for her ties to Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and even Sean Diddy Combs himself. While Oprah has often escaped scrutiny through carefully curated public statements, rumors about her involvement in Diddy's notorious parties and other Hollywood scandals have continued to swirl. So what exactly did Ariel Mitchell Kidd reveal during her interview? According to her, there are 3 tapes in total, and one of them features a celebrity more famous than Diddy. Many are now speculating that this unnamed celebrity could very well be Oprah Winfrey. I can't attest to whether or not they exist or not. She clarified, explaining, "I just was told initially that they own this treasure trove of videos, so I have to believe that there are a lot of celebrities who know what they did." Mitchell Kidd also revealed that she herself was approached to use the tapes for leverage in legal proceedings. This means that not only is the existence of these tapes highly sensitive, but Hollywood elites are willing to pay millions to keep them buried. But the big question is, why hasn't the public seen or heard about these tapes until now? According to insiders, the Hollywood elite have gone to great lengths to protect themselves from secret payments to powerful media influence. These tapes are being sold in secret far away from public view. But now, thanks to Mitchell Kidd's shocking claims, it seems the veil of secrecy is finally starting to lift. In fact, a Department of Homeland Security officer confirmed that footage was obtained during a raid at Diddy's Miami mansion in March, where explicit videos involving recognizable names were found. Could these tapes have been among the items seized in the raid? And more importantly, will we ever know for sure who is in them? While we don't have confirmation that Oprah is the person in the tape, the implications are staggering. If a tape featuring Oprah exists, it would rock the foundation of Hollywood as we know it. The timing couldn't be worse, either just as Diddy is embroiled in his own set of legal troubles. To make matters even more intriguing, Diddy and Oprah have been spotted together at several elite gatherings over the years, including including some of Diddy's infamous parties. Now those parties have long been rumored to involve illicit activities, with numerous reports of trafficking underage guests and questionable behavior. In fact, Diddy's name has been dragged through the mud with multiple accusations of trafficking, most notably the lawsuit filed by Adria English, a former model who claimed that Diddy forced her into compromising situations and attempted to traffic her. The legal proceedings surrounding Diddy have escalated beyond these tapes, with several lawsuits accusing him of sex trafficking and directing abusive behavior, including an instance where a woman was assaulted with an inanimate object. The raids on his properties in Atlanta.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people were sodomized with a lot of different type of objects.
Atlanta and Miami have uncovered material involving multiple recognizable names, further deepening the mystery of who might be involved in these tapes. The federal charges related to sex trafficking and racketeering against Diddy are being watched closely as they threaten to expose more than just his personal involvement.
You said the police were working with you on this case. You wanted to get the report. We talked about this. You said things were going smoothly, but now it's not. So when did that change?
Last night, actually, I got an email from them, the county, not the city police, that then said I needed a subpoena to get the records, which I think we all know about Freedom of Information Act.
As expected, the public has had a strong reaction to Mitchell Kid's claims, with many taking to social media to express their outrage and demand answers. So what happens next? The existence of these tapes remains shrouded in mystery, but one thing is clear: if these tapes surface, Hollywood will never be the same.
And that's a flat out lie. Hollywood is already never the same. Because don't forget P. Diddy, Sean P. Diddy Combs is Azaziel. He is the scapegoat. He is the one who brought Hollywood down. He is the one who started the domino effect. He is the one who started the war in the heavens. He is the one who started the winds to turmoil on here on earth because of Hollywood in LA. Look at the fires, okay? It is all tumbling down. And yes, it has something to do with that man. Believe it. That little man who wanted to be a god. Here you are.
Involvement of A-list celebrities like Diddy and possibly Oprah could send shockwaves through the industry. From Harvey Weinstein to Jeffrey Epstein, powerful figures have long been shielded by money influence and connections. What makes this case different, however, is the alleged involvement of A-list celebrities who have carefully cultivated public personas like Oprah. If proven true, it could not only bring down these figures, but potentially change how the entertainment industry handles future scandals. For decades, Oprah has been seen as the queen of media, a powerful force of positivity, philanthropy, and influence. But if her name becomes directly associated with these tapes, it could change how the world sees her forever. One must wonder what legal avenues the elites are using to keep such damaging materials from ever seeing blood.
I already told you it's over because Diddy, he is the Azaziel, that scapegoat. He is the one who brought down Hollywood. So this is just some of the witchcraft residue. And yeah, we are going to get some big fish. You know what I'm saying? Some will die, some will commit suicide, and some will continue to be hidden until they die of natural causes. So they won't be tarnished because of the hierarchy, the king's or the queen's chair that they sit in on the throne amongst the devils. You get what I'm saying? And money does pay and play a big part of this. And I told you, each man is for
light of day. If Ariel Mitchell Kid's claims are true, then there is an entire network of Hollywood elites who are complicit in protecting each other. It raises a larger question. How many more tapes like this exist? Is this just the tip of the iceberg? Hollywood's obsession with control and image may be deeper than anyone has imagined. And if celebrities like Oprah are involved, then perhaps the industry's darkest secrets are still to be exposed. This story is far from over, and as more details come to light, we'll continue to cover every shocking update. What are your thoughts on these explosive claims? Could Oprah really be involved, or is this all just an elaborate rumor? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay, God bless you. I'm signing out. Subscribe. I'll be back. Thank you.